we turn people into pixels and we turn crowds into display screens. So if you saw the Olympic Games opening ceremony and you saw the big display they had in the audience, well, we can do that kind of content distributed but on smartphones. So everyone in the audience whips out their smartphone and we can broadcast video content split out across them. I trained in creative industries, so I've been working in creative industries for 12 years, set up my own design studio 4 years ago. And one of my clients was a production company, and the head of that production company, a guy called Paul Van Hoff, he and I were having a conversation one day. We'd been working together on a website project, and he was saying to me, what's new and interesting that we can do with artists and bands? They're always asking me what's something creative and interesting we can do with technology. So out of that conversation between he and I, we came up with Makelight. So Paul's part of the founding team in Makelight, and then from that conversation we've basically gone on to build 12 months of development later to where we are today. Yeah, so with my design studio, I'd started working in London pretty much within 9 months of establishing that studio. So we had London clients, and I started travelling between Auckland and London. So a bit of a commute, but I'd do it in sort of 3-month stages. So it was really interesting for me to see the London tech scene start to emerge and develop in that time. So when Makelight was born out of that conversation between Paul and myself, there was no question that our market for this product was outside of Australasia in the first instance. We needed to hit the big touring artists, the big venues, the big populace. So coming to London was never a question, and certainly with the developments in Tech City and the focus that the government has put into the East London scene, that was definitely where we wanted to be. We're part of the Wire acceleration, soon to be out of that, but we have been for the last 9 months, since July. And so basically that is Telefónica's acceleration program. So Telefonica put out a call for companies, tech startups, to apply to be part of their Wire program. It's a small amount of seed investment, but more than anything it's a space to work out of, and an incredible program of mentors and insight and just all the tools that we need to accelerate our business and get it to a stage of launching. Yeah, so one of the big challenges we had is that for this to work, we need everyone in the audience to get involved and get engaged. So immediately we knew we couldn't lock it down to iOS or just be an Android app. We had to really develop across all the platforms. So iOS was in the first instance what we developed to. Then we built on Android and then Windows 8 platform, and now we're working on BlackBerry. So we've been really mindful to make sure that we get everybody engaged and involved as much as possible. And also making sure that older devices work. So we've spent time in testing and developing that. So it's been a massive development project to cover everything and to get all those devices working together and receiving the information that we're sending them. In terms of the technology, we want to keep it as simple as possible. So we basically want to be able to say to our clients, we'll take a video file. Either we can create that in-house because we have creative services, or we can work with your creative directors, your designers, take that video file, and then we'll just split that out and broadcast that to all the people's individual phones. So a bit of magic and mechanics to get that split happening, but that's essentially what Makelight does, is takes a video, splits it up, and distributes it to all the mobile phones in the audience. Because as a founding team we have a big background in live events, being a production company plus a design company, and within my company I'd worked on a lot of live event projects. We're really mindful to make this as easy to use as possible, so we have spent a lot of time looking at the user journey, ensuring that we help our clients with getting their fans to download and what the strategies are around achieving that. But essentially, yeah, we wanted to make it as simple to use in a venue, in the same way you'd hold up your lighter or you'd hold up your phone previously. We wanted it to be pretty much an open app and get ready to go, and so that's what we've really worked hard to put around the Makelight tech.